Assalamu alaikum guys. I am Dr. Sarfaraz Ali again with lecture number 6. Our course title is Introduction to Riemannian Geometry. Our course code is Math 4129. Next, today's the example of a metric tensor. Question is, express the determinant g is equal to gij mod is equal to g11 g12 13 g21 22 g23 g31 g32 g33 mean there is a determinant of a metric tensor in term of elements of the second row and their corresponding cofactors. Okay, we have to prove for first question, uh, if this determinant is given in term of elements in g11 g12 g13 and so on, then we have to prove we have to show the determinant of this writing in term of second row, multiple of second row from basic linear algebra. Show second question is show that capital Gij is equal to G, where capital Gij is the cofactor of Gij in G and where the summation is over J only. Mean the summation mean the variation of J only. We fix I as 1, 2 or 3 which we want, and J we move from 1 to 3. For example, for first question, as we have to find the determinant of this metric or matrix with respect to second row elements. Mean second row elements, it is actually equal to G. If we multiply G21 with the multiply with the cofactor of G21, and for second element G22, this term will be added, mean plus G22 multiplied by cofactor of G22, which if we call we name it capital G22, and similarly add third element G23 multiplied by G23 cofactors. Okay, solution. The cofactor of Gij is the determinant obtained from G by deleting the row and column in which Gij appears and associating the sign -1 per I plus j to this determinant. Thus, cofactor of G21 mean we are taking the cofactors of second row, as we have to find uh, determinant of G in term of elements of second row. So the first element of second row is G21, so we find cofactor of G21, which is equal to -1 to assign its sign, term become -1 power uh, number position of the element in row and column, which is it is in second row and first column, so we write is -1 power 2 plus 1 into we delete second row and first column, and the remaining element we write in a subdeterminant, which is G12 G13 G32 G33, and taking answer whatever we want, what is okay. Now the cofactor of G22, which is -1, the position of this element G22 is second row second column, so term -1 power 2 plus 2, and answer multiplying by we delete second row and second column, so other entries G11 13, and from third row G31 33 remain. So it's the cofactor of G22. Now we find the cofactor of G23 is equal to -1 power The position of the element G23, the position of G23 is second row and third column. So we add the power 2 plus 3 into this determinant is as we write the we delete second row and third column, so we remain with G11, G12 and G31, G32. If we donate these cofactors by G21, G22, G23 respectively, we just assign the names. Uh, First cofactor is G21, second cofactor is G22 and third cofactor is G23. Then by elementary principle of determinants, G21 G22 plus G22 G22 plus small g23 multiplied by g23 is equal to determinant of the whole matrix is equal to G. Actually in this question it is given we have to find we have to use second row elements, otherwise we can use any row, any column cofactors and rows multiplying and addition like this, and it turn the answer as a determinant of the question, a determinant of the matrix. So it's our answer. Mean in term of second row, the determinant of the given matrix is given by G21, capital G21 plus G22 multiplied by capital G22, which is a cofactor of the same element, plus G23 multiplied by the cofactor of same element G23 is equal to G, which is denoted as Gij mod, or we call it determinant. Now, second part of this question, by applying the result of one, mean which determinant we have found, to any row or column, we have Gij is equal to G. As now I am talking about the determinant of a matrix. The determinant of a matrix can be obtained by taking the by whole row multiplied by the cofactors of the whole row, or from any column multiply by the cofactors of that certain column, where the summation is over J. These results holds where G is equal to Gij is an nth order determinant. Here in this question we attempt this for 3 by 3 matrix. This question can be done for any matrix. What is the benefits of this method or advantages of this method? Uh, for example, if we have a matrix greater than 4 by 4 order, mean I I suppose there is a matrix 5 by 5, so we have to expand it all in general method, and if we find just the cofactors of these elements and multiply the same row or column, then we get the determinant of a whole matrix. Okay, next example is prove that G21 G31 plus G22 G capital G32 plus small G23 G33 is equal to 0. Actually here we are multiplying the cofactors with other uh, terms. Mean I can say we are multiplying second row elements of the matrix with the cofactors of third row elements. It gives answer 0. It means if we have if we are trying to multiply any row with any other rows cofactors, it will give answer 0, and for determinant we find them in same. And second question of the second part of this question, prove that Gij G capital Kg is equal to 0 if I is equal to K. Mean the same term if the variation of j is same and variation of I and k is different, in general it gave answer 0. Okay, now we consider a determinant G1 1 1 2 1 3, G2 1 2 2 2 3, G2 1 2 2 2 3. We consider a matrix, we consider a determinant whose determinant is 0. uh, why it is 0? Because it is has two rows same, which is 0 since its last two rows are identical, expanding according to the elements of the last row we have. If we multiply with g2 1 with g3 1 plus g2 2 g3 2 plus small g2 3 capital G3 3 is equal to 0. Second part, by setting the corresponding elements of any two rows or columns equal, one can show as in 1 that Gij is equal to 0, I naught is equal to 0. Note that this result holds for nth order determinant as well. Next question is most important. In book it is given as a theorem. Conjugate or reciprocal tensor. Let G is equal to Gij. Donate the determinant with elements Gij and suppose G naught is equal to 0 mean mode of the matrix is not 0, defining Gij by Gij is equal to cofactors of Gij in Gij over Gij. R is equal to cofactors of Gij in G, mean it's a equivalent form. R is equal to cofactors we supposed Gij over G. So we call this is equation number 1. Then Gij is a symmetric contravariant tensor of rank 2 called the conjugate or reciprocal tensor of Gij, and sometimes this matrix is called as inverse of this matrix, and in future we write this Gij in contravariant form as the inverse of Gij in covariant form. Note the corresponding reciprocal relation of equation 1 is given as Gij reciprocal. Gij is equal to cofactor of Gij in inverse form in Gij over Gij mod in inverse form. There is a theorem about this question. If Gij is equal to capital Gij over G mod, where Gij, capital Gij is the cofactor of small Gij in the determinant G is equal to Gij not equal to 0, prove that Gij Kj is equal to delta Ki. Okay, actually if we use the tensor contraction, then from the second term J is contracted with J and we remained with delta Ki. Here we are proving proof. We know that Gij is equal to G. It is given where the summation is over J only, or Gij over G is equal to 1, mean actually this is given G by replace if I shift this small Gij on this side, then we get in term of inverse B small Gij in inverse form, this is equal to 1, and as if the one term, if the any element is inverse of the other, then we have a multiplicative identity. This is called equation number 1. Now again, if we have Gij capital G Kj is equal to 0, as we have proved in previous, if K naught is equal to I, then dividing by g mod on both sides. Right side 0 over g, then again becomes 0, and left side becomes gij capital G kj over g, which is equal to from the statement of the question. uh, if we have gij, statement of the theorem, if gij is equal to capital Gij over g, so here in question in exam uh, in equation 2 we have gij capital G kj over g, so this capital G kj over g become small g kj inverse. This term is equal to 0 as on right side. Now equating equation 1 and 2, gij gkj is equal to 1 if k is equal to I, and it is equal to 0 if k not is equal to I. So this result become equal to delta kj, which we have to prove. Next theorem is prove that gij is a symmetric contravariant tensor of rank 2 if AP is an arbitrary contravariant vector, then GPJAP is equal to AJ. As we contract P with P, then we remain with AJ is an arbitrary vector AJ. Multiplying by Gij, we get right side AJ, Gij AJ is equal to Gij PJAP is equal to, when we contract 2 Gij PJJ is contracted, we remain with the delta IPAP is equal to, again this P is contracted, there is a result AI. So Gij in inverse form Gij AI is equal to AI. Since AJ is an arbitrary covariant vector, Gij is a contravariant tensor of order 2. By the application of the quotient law, the tensor Gij is called the conjugate metric tensor. Next question, which most probably important question and will be used ever in Riemannian geometry. If the coordinate system is orthogonal, that is Gij is equal to 0 for all I naught is equal to j. Prove that Gii mean Gii inverse is equal to 1 over Gii, no summation over I. Since Gij is equal to 0 for I is not is equal to j, we write it in matrix form. First we write it as G11, G12, G13, G14 and up to G1n. And similarly in second row we write it as G21, G22, G23, G34 and up to G2n. And in last row it become Gn1, Gn2, Gn3 and up so on. Last term will be Gn. In next step we add the values of Gij is equal to 0 for all I naught is equal to j. Mean if it is diagonal then it will give answer, otherwise it is 0. So our this determinant become G11000 up to n term, and second row whole column is 0, and we remained only diagonal entries, and multiplying all the diagonal entries we have the answer is equal to G11, G22, Gn. Now Gii is equal to cofactors of Gii in G over G. So we have cofactors of GII in G are G11, G22 up to GI to N or GI2 I minus 1, and next and GI plus 1, I plus 1 up to GNN, and G is given as here G11, G22, G33 and so on up to GNN. All terms are cancelled, only one term is remain, which is 1 over GII. For orthogonal coordinate system, substitute the values of, if we have only 3 coordinates, so GII is equal to 1 over GII. If we have 3 coordinates, it becomes G11 is equal to 1 over G11, G22 is equal to 1 over G22, G33 inverse is equal to 1 over G33. It is only when we have diagonal matrix. Alternatively, we can it solve like this. We know that Gij, Gkj is equal to delta Ki. It is a contraction of this term. If I is equal to K is equal to some 1, we get G1j, G1j is equal to, no, the variation of G, no, the variation of J, 1, 2, 3. So our first term becomes G11, G12 plus G12, G22 plus G13, G13 is equal to 1K, since G12 and G13 are 0. So we have the first term G11 square is G11 inverse is equal to 1 over G11, and similarly if I is equal to K and equal to 2, so our first equation becomes G21 2J G2J and replace J1 2 3, so it gave G22 is equal to 1 over G22, and we replace I is equal to K is equal to 3, so we get G33 is equal to 1 over G33. I hope you understand this. I use a book of Nawaz Ali Shah for this for this lecture. You can understand this, and you can consult that book if you have. Thank you.